A few days ago, Leon Bibb walked into a store. He set some of his things down next to a stack of books and then lost track of them.
Because he was in a bookstore with 500,000 books spread across 32 rooms. In today's My Ohio, Leon takes us to a perfect place to get lost.
Oh, it's a wonderful, wonderful place to get lost. I'd never seen a place like it before. Photographer Jimmy Lentz with his My Ohio camera and I went to Columbus, where we found the most unusual of stores, one which is known nationwide. Whoever said a room without books is like a body without a soul knew his stuff. We could research who said it in this building. If there is a collection spot for information, 'tis here. The Book Loft in Columbus, Ohio is a most unusual place.
There's 32 rooms here now, that's all we can do because we've taken up the entire building.
Carl Jacobsma is a bookman. In the quaint German village neighborhood of Columbus is his 32-room heart, the Book Loft, one of the largest independent bookstores in the U.S. Floor to ceiling, wall to wall, books.
It stretches across an entire city block and
is filled with written sagas and stories. Before the Civil War, the building was really two, housing a genteel general store, a rollicking saloon, and an eye-catching Nickelodeon movie house. Long gone now. But the two buildings, now linked as one, are the bookstore featuring
new trade books and bargain books. They carry DVDs.
For decades, the Book Loft has been a beacon, offering customers a good read. Its 32 rooms make it a tourist stop.
They carry posters, they carry puzzles.
Each room, ample or minuscule, carries a specialty. Subjects cataloged by room. It all makes sense once you get the hang of it.
It's on different levels. It's very cozy. People feel at home here.
It's charming in its own way, and it's like a maze inside where you can get lost in books.
The Book Loft is so large you need a map to get from one room to the other. Let's see, I'm at the intersection of ocean science, yes, and young adult. To get to fiction, the map says go this way. So large you will need a map to stay on the right route, but sometimes an off-ramp tours you to an interesting place. That is part of the Book Loft's literary lure and reader's romance.
It's like almost like a castle, except for with a bunch of books in it.
Going up and down, out and about, twisting and bending, looking for things.
The old building predating the Civil War is a reader's treasure trove. Its stacks yield adventure and advice or an old-fashioned love story. Walk in a room and there is music to set the mood of the read. I am a lover of good books. Give me a good book and I'm on my journey. A journey to wherever the book's author wants me to go. This place, the Book Loft in Columbus, Ohio, is filled with journeys, enough journeys for a lifetime. 500,000 treasures, all under one roof. It seems a throwback to the past. Smell of varnished wood shelves mingling with the soft aromas of book bindings and pages.
It just feels real cozy and just a nice local place to find something good to read.
Cuddle up with a good read.
Yes.
Reminiscent of the quaint shops in a Charles Dickens novel. Yes, Dickens himself is somewhere among these 500,000 books. In this new electronics books age, which I embrace, I hope still there will always be room for bound books. In Columbus, the Book Loft stays steady, suggesting readers stroll and stop and sift through pages. If every book's cover is a door turning on magic hinges, there is much magic here. The Book Loft in Columbus draws customers from Cleveland and the rest of Northeast Ohio and from throughout the entire region of the country. It's another story from a stop in My Ohio. You know, when I began these series of reports, I promised to take you to places in my Ohio you would find interesting. That is still my mission. You can make book on that. Live on 5 and on My Ohio, I'm Leon Bibb.